Hey folks, it's David Bourne from wildereyes.com, and this is the How Storytelling Works series, tips, tools, and secrets to promoting your nature business online. Today we are talking about storytelling using video, and in particular shooting video. Here's the big five. You ready? Sound, steady, soft, sideways, and excitement. Sound is probably the most important of all these. We call it video, but you look at all the gear that goes into this camera. You've got the lens, a big lens. You've got this tiny little mic right here. It's not even on the front of the camera. It's off to the top. These cameras don't create good sound. Mobile phones probably do even a worse job. So the solution is to get close. And if you can't get too close, what you can do is, hold on. Go online, look for a little mic like this. This is a less than $10 product I got for my iPhone. You plug it into the headphone jack and it's got a little mic port right here. Here's an example of me using this with my subject.
That's the mic. May. Don't eat the mic. It's not a yummy treat with bacon wrapped on it. Oh, you heard that? Oh, talk to me. Talk to me.
Steady is holding your camera correctly. You don't want to hold it like this because you're way out there. You don't want to hold it like that because you only got one hand. A good way to hold your camera is to lock it in next to your side and try to be conscious of not moving around too much. It's okay to move some, but keep in mind, mobile phones particularly look unsteady if you don't hold them in a good grip. Soft. What I mean by soft lighting, there's two main things that I mean. Don't do backlighting, because you have that hard light, that strong light coming in from behind the subject. You're going to have a dark plane that you're trying to focus on. If I spin around quickly, you can see. Come over here with a darker background. You can see a lot more detail. Now it's a little bit bright over here. It'd be nice if I could get rid of some of that light, somehow block that. But much better just by moving position. The other thing I mean by soft lighting is it's not great to shoot out in full sun with a hat. If I have a hat, I probably shouldn't be wearing a hat in here. But I've got shadows cast on my face. I probably have too many shadows right now. Sideways. What do I mean by sideways? Well, if you want to take a picture of something and it fits better in the frame, just remember that video is almost always like this. Now you can use video that's been shot like this, but it's not going to look nearly as good. And you're going to have black bars on both sides of your video, so make sure that you're holding that camera sideways. And the other thing to remember, it's also nice to have your rule of thirds. Here I am in one, and there should be 2 and 3 spaces over here. Doesn't always work when I'm recording myself, but it looks pretty good, especially if your subject is looking. So if I'm looking over in this direction, then you want to leave the gap over here. If I'm looking over there, then you want to put the gap over on that side. So that's sideways. Excitement is important on both sides of the camera. You should be excited and your subject should be excited. And what I mean by that is if you can find the passions, if you can get the passionate things on camera, get them to talk about what they're excited about, what they're passionate about, then it'll make a big difference, because it's almost 9 times out of 10. That's the thing I pick whenever somebody gets excited about something. Hey folks, that's the top 5 tips for shooting handheld video. Don't forget them. They're sound, sideways, soft, excite, and steady. You can check out more, get more links at wildereyes.com. We'll hope we'll see you more on the next episode of How Storytelling Works. Thanks.